from here on?
Well, I think that was a very strong message the Prime Minister has given, that you conduct terrorism, you'll get it. But I think at the same time, we will not allow ourselves to be hostage to any loony bin who decides to blow himself up in India. I mean, the truth is that we will obviously look at the circumstances. If you have a terror attack that shows all the hallmarks of being meticulously planned, directed, with intelligence, reconnaissance, and protection, and escape routes worked out, and a lot of material and equipment are being supplied, and so on. In other words, if we see a terror attack like some of those we've seen, which could only have happened with significant planning and support from the Pakistani military, then and then only, I think, will we react. If you have some loony bin with a beard who comes and blows himself up in Lajpat Nagar market, we may just have to pick up the bodies, mourn our losses, and say this was a one-off. I don't think that every terrorist attack is going to force India to go to war against Pakistan. That would be an impossible situation to be. But we will certainly choose to convey to the Pakistanis that if you, or for that matter, one of your terror apparatuses like Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, Hizbul Mujahideen, and so on, if any of these outfits that are capable of mounting a big planned operation comes and does something here, then you will pay the consequences. So you also have an interest in ensuring that you curb their behavior as well. See, they have trained, equipped, financed, guided, directed, and housed and sheltered these forces for at least 3 decades. Ever since the Soviets withdrew from Afghanistan and the Pakistanis suddenly said, we've got a homegrown technique, it worked against the Soviets, now let's turn it against the Indians. Since 1989, for 36 years, we have been suffering the brunt of these evil, evil men and their sinister designs on our country. This quote-unquote bleeding India to death with 1,000 cuts, as a Pakistani general once wrote. Well, we're not going to be prepared to be bled to death by this kind of technique. We will make sure that they bleed as well, and they bleed perhaps more than we will.